Hello, nail friends. Welcome back to Honey Doll Nails. Today, I'm doing a product review on Born Pretty from AliExpress. Before we get started, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And while you're at it, hit that notification bell so that you may be notified of all future videos. So here we have our package that finally came from the AliExpress store, Born Pretty. I ordered a few things just so you could see what the sizes of these things are. So number one, we have our flakes, our nail art flakes, our aluminum nail art flakes. Comes in a very beautiful jar, but as you can see, you don't get much, so you have to learn how to expand your product. A little bit goes a long way. So I'll be doing a nail with this on it. They're very beautiful. Flakes, they're very luminescent and they catch the light very well. Nothing like diamond flakes. This is more like foil flakes. Okay, let's just say that. When I was touching it, I realized that it was more like sand. So like aluminum sand, if I could say that. Very gritty. Nothing like glitter. Very gritty, excuse me, and hard. So you want to be aware of that when you're dealing with your client. If they would like to get this product, I will definitely list it below in the comment section. All right, our next product from Born Pretty. Before we get started, I did want to show you how small the bottles were because a lot of you are wondering how big the bottles were. And listen, I can hold it in my hand and conceal it, so that will let you know that the bottles are pretty small. 7 milliliters is small. I like their packaging because they make sure that you don't have any spillage. Nice gold lid, white bottles. So anytime you're dealing with gel, it's going to have some type of conceal, so you really can't see what's in the inside because it protects the product. That's how you tell gel from other polishes. You can see through the bottle if you're dealing with regular products versus gel. Okay, so here you can see it's extremely thick. A little goes a long way, like I said before. Definitely don't want to use these products if you don't have to. I mean, these will have to be specialty nails. I would only use these products on my customers that tip me well. I'm just going to be honest with you, because a lot of times customers don't know what this stuff is. You would have to sell them on it. That's why I love doing these product reviews. So I just put a bottle of D&D next to this Born Pretty bottle, and you can see the size difference. So you have a 18 milliliter or a 0.6 fluid ounces compared to a 7 milliliter or a 0.24 fluid ounces. So it's half the size. Next, we have our speckled egg polish. Looks like an Easter egg, a speckled Easter egg. I just love the packaging from this company. I have ordered from them before. The bottles are becoming more and more elegant, more and more lush, more prettier than before. We have gold labels, very nice packaging. This is our eggshell top coat, and it is matted. Okay, don't worry about my nail, my green nail. I'm going to tell you about that green nail in a minute. I polished it like that for a reason. Okay, so now you can see what the product looks like in the inside. It's just a clear, matte, polished top coat with black specks in it. And I will have these products in the box below if you would like to purchase them. Just want you to be aware of the sizing. And the price is not that bad too. I think it was maybe $4 or $5 for a bottle, which isn't bad because you're not going to be using it every day all the time anyway. Okay, so here I decided to use my Una Gela Foss nails that I purchased from Amazon.com. If you would like to buy any of these products that you see here that I'm using today, I will have links down in the description box below. These are XXL pre-etched full cover ballerinas. So you can use them as a full cover like a regular press-on nail, or you can use them as a half nail and put acrylic on it and gel and do whatever. And I also purchased some other products as well. Now you can see here how clear these nails are, how long they are. Very nice. They're very thick. They weren't as thin, like they're not gel, thin gel press-ons. They're kind of thick, like the original ones that you would get if you were going to use acrylic. Okay, so that's the magnet that I purchased as well from Born Pretty. Our first color that we're using is Dovetail DD number 605. It's a very creamy polish. It's a brand new polish that I had just ordered some polishes from D&D. And I will be doing a review on my shopping experience on DED and the polishes that I purchased. So be sure to stay tuned for that. I hope you all are doing well. I am. Spring is here. Summer's coming. It's getting hot here in North Carolina. Today it is 81 degrees. Ooh. It gets hot here really fast. That's one thing I love about the South is the weather. The weather is awesome here. It's tropical. Okay, so I just want to say that when you're dealing with this polish, please be aware that the polish is thick. Some of the polishes are thick and opaque, so you're going to want to take your brush and take some of the polish off the brush and then wipe away some of the excess polish and put it back into the bottle. Definitely do not want to be wasting polish. I also want to let you know that if your client would like to get some XXL nails, please have them sign a disclaimer, a waiver, something that lets them know that you're not responsible if they hurt or injure themselves, because a lot of nail techs are getting sued now. They're doing all these nails and people are losing their real fingernail. If they hit it, they don't understand how to pick up things or how to use your knuckles in order to open things, or better yet, have someone to open it for you. A lot of times you will try to do things that you normally would do with these nails and find yourself in the emergency room. So I've had a couple of clients that wanted some sets with some XXLs. They haven't injured themselves, but that's the reason why I try to give them information. Now, as far as this green is concerned on my thumb, I over polished it just so you could see what happens when you don't take off the excess polish before you put it underneath the light. It can run and bubble up underneath your client's cuticle area. And that is so unprofessional. So when that happened to me, I decided to just leave it like that and cure it just so you could see what it looked like on my nail. I don't polish my nails perfectly when I'm doing my own nails, especially my left hand, because I am, excuse me, my right hand, because I am right-handed. But sometimes I do make little boo-boos. No matter how long you've been doing nails, you do make mistakes, but you definitely don't want to make these type of mistakes on your clients because it makes you look unprofessional. So here we have a D&D number 458 fresh eggplant. It's really pretty. It's jelly. You can see right through it. depending on how many coats, that's just one coat. I'm going to use one coat just for this demonstration today. Put that underneath the light. But you can see the difference in a nail that you can see through and one that is opaque. Okay, so now I am going to be using DD number 778, Blizzard Busy, or Busy Blizzard, or however you want to say it. I'm going to use one coat, and like I said, be sure to wipe off the excess, because if you don't, when it comes down to gel, you'll get bubbles and raises and folds, and you don't want that. You want your client to see how professional you are by how good you polish. It's okay to put designs on the nails, but everybody's not going to want that. Some people just want a manicure. Some people want to see how good can you polish. How neat can you polish? And when it comes down to gel, it's not like regular polish. So you definitely want to make sure that you minimize your mistakes before you put it underneath the gel lamp. So I'm just curing these for about 3 minutes a piece. Make sure they're cured well before we move on to the next step. And as you can see how beautiful and bright and shiny they look. They're looking good. So I'm going to start with our cream Dovetail. Like I said, that's number 605 from D&D. So I'm going to start with that first. And I'm going to be putting my matted eggshell top coat on it. And when you're putting on this matted eggshell top coat, you're going to want to make sure that you leave some spaces in between. So you don't want the whole nail to be spotted with black spots, like clumped up together. You want them to be evened out. So as I'm putting it on, I'm also moving my black specks around. So I'm brushing and moving them around at the same time. I would not suggest that you cure it twice. So when you do it one time, make sure that your specks is where you want them to be. Move them around. As you can see, I'm moving around. Make sure they're where you want them to be, because I would suggest you do it only one time. One thing about matte top coat is, like, the more you polish it, it gets so thick, and you don't want that. So you definitely want one time for all. Okay, so I like the way that looks. I like the way it has some holes in it. I'm okay with that, because when you do speckle eggs, it's the same thing with the speckle shell. The whole shell is not done. Some have more spaces than others, and it makes it look more Easterish that way. Okay, so let's just pop that in the lamp. I'm going to go 3 seconds with that. All right, so next we're going to do our silver nail with our aluminum flakes. Now, whenever I'm doing any type of glitter or flake nail art, I always get a bowl, because I don't want to waste anything. I'm going to end up putting that stuff back in there, and I'm going to use a top coat because I'm going to cure one time. I used to use a base coat, then a top coat, but that would take away from the glitter, the shimmer. These nails are not smooth. They're not meant to be smooth. They're rugged. They're textured. So be sure to let your client know that. Listen, if you get this nail design, the nail is not smooth. The nail is textured now. So I'm just going to put a generous amount on there, covering every section. Be sure to wipe off the excess. And then I'm going to carefully tap my product onto the nail. And I always have a fan brush so that I can put the excess product back into the jar. Don't want to waste anything. Nail products are becoming much more expensive than they ever did in the past. With COVID and people going back to work and products going up and the economy just going out of control with inflation, definitely don't want to waste anything. All right, so now I'm just going to tap just a little bit. We're going to start at the top. We're going to work our way down the sides. Tap just enough to loosen up your product because it already has an underlying base to it. And as you can see, just tap just a little and then look at it. Because if you don't, you're going to have more on one side than the other. So you just want to tap just a little bit, turn it a little, tap a little bit, turn it a little, tap a little, turn a little, and do that all the way until you get down to the bottom. You can see this nail coming together. I love this product, but this product, if you were really going to do these nails like a whole set of 10, I'm going to let you know right now that one pod is not enough. I would suggest you buy 4 to 6 pods in order to do sets throughout the year. Because if one client see it, all clients are going to want it. And I would suggest that you charge $10 per nail. That way you won't run out of your product. Because if you charge too less for a product like this, you run out and then you won't have any more. People are like, well, I want that, and you ain't got none, and you don't look professional. So my thing on this channel is to look professional as you can be. If you're going to have products that other people don't have, make sure that you have enough of it. So if this is a product that you like and you try it on your client and your client likes it, guess what? Buy 6 pods. That's enough to last you for 1 year. Buy 12 pods. That's enough to last you for 2 years. Because you're not going to be using it that much. And if you do use it, you'll have enough money to restock. You can restock every 6 months. So look how beautiful that nail turned out. Now, it would not have turned out that good if I had not evenly tapped it along. Anytime it comes down to diamond flakes, glitter flakes, anything like that, make sure that the color underneath matches the product on the top. And that way it looks like it's full. I didn't fill that nail up with these aluminum flakes. I didn't. It just looks like I did. Okay, so our next product, of course, is going to be our magnetics with the cat eye. With this luminous cat eye gel, the spar gel. Make sure you test out your magnets to make sure that your magnets are working. And so that's what I'm doing right now, making sure my magnets are good. They're working good. All right, but today I'm going to be using 2 different magnets. I'm going to be using this one. This is the one that I purchased from Born Pretty. Omnipotent cat magnetic gel. They got all types of crazy names for this stuff, right? It's just cat gel, okay? Let's not get all crazy with it. It's just cat gel, but it's like a rainbow cat gel. And I'm going to show you what I mean. See how thick it is? So you definitely want to have something dark underneath. Just my opinion. You don't have to do what I say. I'm just giving you my opinion, okay? You probably could do it better another way. But this has all the colors in it. Most of the time when you're dealing with cat gel like 3D, 5D, 9D, it might be green with yellow or red with blue, you know. But with this, it has every color in it. Which means when you start to use your magnet, you're going to start to see the different colors come out of it. So make sure that the whole nail is polished. Make sure there's no clumps or lumps. And one thing about magnetic gel, it moves around. It moves around a lot. Now you could leave it like that if you want to. But let me show you what happens when you use the magnet. So I'm going to use this one first. This is a little round one. You see it moving around now. You see it running away from the magnet. That's what it's doing. The magnet is pushing the color away. All right, so I'm going to do an S pattern. You see it moving? And you can also see the rainbow on the edges taking form. I want a whole set of these. They're so pretty. How it moves around. It almost looks creepy. How it's moving. Oh yes, let me say something else. If you're going to be using these magnets, be sure to put the client's nail underneath the lamp immediately, because if you don't, as you can see, it starts to spread back out. It's constantly moving around, but you can see the rainbow effect. You can see the greens, the blues, the purples, red, orange. You can see all the colors that come in it. Now I'm going to use my other magnet that's a little bit stronger. You can still see it moving around. It almost looks alive. Oh. Who thought of this? Who said, oh yeah, let's make some polish and make it magnetic? I love it. So there are many different designs that you can make. Just use your imagination. And they have different magnets that have different designs in the magnet. So when you lay it down, you can get exactly a heart, a square, a cross, a circle, whatever, a triangle, whatever. All right, so I'm satisfied with that. It would be really nice if you did that and did some galaxy nails. When you think about that, different colors of polish underneath, and then use that to make your galaxy. Use the magnetics. Hey, it's just something to think about. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put that underneath the lamp. All right, so here we have our speckled egg nail. Look at how beautiful that came out. Absolutely gorgeous. It doesn't look good when it's shiny, but the matte really brought it out. I think that it's looking awesome. Please do not hesitate to comment down below. Let me know what you think about these nails, or if there's some technique that you would like me to try. I would definitely try it. Okay, here's our magnetic nail. Gorgeous. I love that. I love the way it is different looks depending on how it's shown in the light. I really, really like that. All right, and our last but not least is our foil dust. That is so cute. I love that. I couldn't see a whole set because they were so rugged. I could see a pinky, but I couldn't see a whole set like that. They were really, really rough. Like, I would be afraid I would scratch myself in the middle of the night. Not only with the length of the nail, but also how long the nails are. Thanks again for tuning into this episode. If you have any questions, or like I said, any type of nail design that you would like me to try, do not hesitate to put it down in the box below. I will be having a giveaway this summer, so if you are not subscribed to my Instagram page, please do so. The tab is on my front page at the top. Honey Doll Nails on Instagram. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. And until we see each other again, God bless you and have a wonderful day.